Welcome. My name is Tina Kvergich, and this is Takeaway Tuesday with Northern Stamper. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to show you what I got coming up in April. Now, I've got a weekend event that is coming up. It's called Techna Craftapalooza. Okay, that is one heck of a mouthful. I don't know why I chose that name, but it just kind of came to me. Anyways, it will be an event that is located in Oshawa at the Club Lorelei. And what we are going to be doing is we are going to be doing all weekend of techniques, Friday and Saturday. This is what we will be working towards. I will be showing you, okay, look, check that out. Isn't that filled with technique ideas that we're going to be doing? And they're all printed out, the PDFs and everything for you to put in this great little binder. Now, if you want to participate in this event, Techna Craftapalooza is all about learning different techniques such as heat embossing, dry embossing, using chalks, markers, blends, oh my goodness, paste. It's a whole plethora of different card making techniques. And if you are interested in that, let me know. This idea for this camp came by that I was kind of working towards. I had different like techniques, this one here and this one there, and I thought, I don't know them all, and I'm sure there are like way more than what I'm going to be showing you. And I thought, I've never tried half of these, so if I've never tried them, maybe you've never tried them. So why don't we get together and we'll learn them. So I've learned a whole bunch of techniques. They are fantastic. And what you do is we teach you the techniques, and then you go and make these cards that are absolutely fantastic. You're going to love it. It's all day Friday, April 19th and April 20th. Now we have dinner coming for the Saturday, so you don't have to worry about, finding your own dinner. And actually, we are tweaking that day that we are offering a light lunch for that. So you get dinner and lunch for the Saturday. Isn't that great? Anyways, let me know if you're interested in joining in the Techna Craftapalooza on April 19th and 20th, where we're going to be making over 35 different techniques and cards. It's going to be a blast, I got to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Carol says she will be there.
Oh, that's great. I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
So what I wanted to talk to you about, today we are going to be making a card. Now, I had a card set up, and you know what? You get looking through online, and all of a sudden I had an idea. I saw something, and it's completely different from what the card I'm going to make. So we are going to go from scratch today in making this card. Totally, absolutely off kilter, and we're going to be making a card. I wanted to show you that just because you have an idea means you can implement it, and it's going to look fantastic, right? So it's going to be really good. Tomorrow, I want to let you know, I'm going to take you on a trip with me. I am going to Houston, Texas. Woohoo! Gonna round up those little rodeos. Woohoo! And I'm going to a Stampin' Up! Convention, and we're going to be seeing a whole bunch of new stuff coming in April and May in the new annual catalog, and we're going to be getting some great ideas. So I wanted to let you know you are coming with me on this trip. So watch here on this page for some sneak peeks. Woohoo, how exciting. You know what? Sometimes I get going in the morning and I have my coffee and my breakfast, and sadly I have half of my breakfast on my designer series paper. So there's my peanut butter and jam on this little piece of paper. So we're going to figure out what to do with that later. I can't have jam on any cards. That's just kind of a no-no, I think. Anyways, give me a thumbs up if you are ready to make a card. Starting absolutely from scratch. Got an idea? Got to implement it. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Oh, I have to show you. I did a team event this last weekend, and this is the card that we made. This is a slimline card, and what we did is took some DSP and kind of cut it in half on the white. I did a little bit of a border. I haven't finished quite this card. I think it needs coloring. I don't know, comment below. Do you think it needs coloring or just black and white? I'm not sure. Anyways, I wanted to show you that's what we made. Okay, today we are going to be using the Zinnia DSP. The reason is because these large flowers cut out really well. So I've cut out a whole bunch of the little flowers from there. So I got a whole bunch there. So we got those. I might have to cut out more. I'm not sure. Okay. Now I'm going to need your help. We are going to need a base color for our card. So I've got Blackberry Bliss. We got that. Okay. We could do that. I don't know. Blackberry Bliss looks good. Love that color. We have Bubble Bath. We could use Bubble Bath. That lightens it up quite a bit. We've got the Sweet Sorbet. Oh, I think that's really maybe too much. And I think there is also the purple, but I don't think it quite matches enough for me to kind of want to use it. I don't know. Comment below which color you think we should be using for our card base for today's card. Okay. I'll let you make that decision and we will go from there. Oh, I think I'm running out of room. All right. Okay. Oops. Let's put that over there. Okay.
Gotta vote for Blackberry.
One vote for Blackberry Bliss.
And by the way, Carol pointed out you're going rogue on yourself.
Yes, I am. Okay, we are going with Blackberry Bliss for this card.
Another vote for Blackberry.
Okay, it's going to be Blackberry Bliss. We are going to go with that for this card. Hey, look, my nails almost match. Oh, how exciting. All right, so what we're going to do, I was inspired by this card here, and we're going to make a slimline card, okay? So what we need to do is we need to cut down this piece of cardstock down to the right dimensions. So let's get that going. It is going to be, so I'm going to take the card base. It's going to be this. It's going to be wide, and it's going to be 8.5. So let's get to 8.5. Okay, 8.5. So there's 8.5. Boop, boop. All right. We're going to cut that. So, and then we're going to turn it 90 degrees. Okay. And we're going to cut it at 7 inches. Okay. We're going to cut it at 7 inches. So it's 8.5 by 7 inches. I'm just trying to think if this is, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take that back from the 7 inches down to 3.5. And we're going to score it. Now that is going to make our card base. So we got the score line at 3.5 and we're going to fold it. Okay, so it makes a slim line card like that. Okay, got that? All right. What we want to do, now this is where the idea came up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing 2 cuts on the front here. And what I'm going to do, I have not measured this, so let's figure it out and go from there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to put it at 2, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 2.5, 4.5, 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5, 6. Okay, we're going to put it at 2.5. So I'm going to do 1 cut at 2.5, 3, 6, 9, 3. Okay, I'm just trying to think here because I did not measure this out. So what I'm going to do is I've got the card in. See, there's the score line for the back, for the fold. I'm going to put it in 2.5, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to drop. There's the cutting blade. That's the scoring blade. I'm going to take the cutting blade and I'm going to drop it right on that fold line at 2.5. Okay, we're going to take it down. Okay, so it cuts at 2.5. I want the exact same on the other side. So let's just flip that over because it makes life easier. And we're going to cut that at 2.5. All right. Again, drop in the cutting blade right where the score line is and cut that down. Oh, wow, that worked really well. Okay, awesome. So remember 2.5 and 2.5. Okay. So now I got this. So let's look at our card front. So it's got 3 pieces, right? So 1, 2, 3. What we're going to do is, if I just put these on here, it's going to get kind of lost. Ooh, that looks kind of really nice. But we want to add some designer series paper on these pieces. So let's look at the pieces that we have. And I'm going to take my flowers and place them on and decide which one I want to use. I really like that. I think that might be a good one. Okay. Oh, look, that one's already cut, so we might use that. Okay. Let's go through. Oh, wow, the red looks really good too. And that is lavender. I guess we could use lavender, but that's not. Oh, the purple looks really good too. We could also kind of go with that. That is Too Busy on Too Busy. So let's flip it over. Oh, I like that a lot. Actually, I think I'm going to go with this one. That light green one. That really makes the flowers pop. Okay, because I don't want it too dark. So we've chosen our designer series paper that we want on here. Remember, this was 2.5 and this was 2.5. We're going to cut this down just a little bit. And that will be, so 2.5, so 2 1/4. Going to put it in 2 1/4. If you want a smaller mat around, just take it down 2 little notches. See the 2 little marks? Just take it down 2 little marks and it becomes an 1/8. Okay, so it was 2.5, and then I took it back a little bit because I wanted a less of a mat. So I know the height of this card right here is 3.5. Again, I'm going to do the same thing, 3 1/4. But I want a little bit of a smaller mat, so I'm going to take it down 2 little marks. And I need to have 2 of those. Okay. There's 3.5, down 2 little marks, 1, 2. There we go. So I have 2 of those right there on that side. Okay. I have 2. Now I just need 1 for the center. And because I don't know what it is, let's measure that. Okay. So I'm going to measure that. And that is 3.5. Just double checking, 3.5. I'd rather double check than cut wrong. Okay, 3.5. So I need another piece, so that will be 3.5. And take it down to, okay, 3.5. Turn it. So 3.5 by, oh, it becomes an exact square. How about that? Let's double check these to make sure that they fit in properly. Okay, so let's fold back our card and make sure that it fits in. It does. Look at that. It fits in properly there. Whoops. And it fits in properly there. And it fits in properly there. Okay. Looking good. Oh, look at that. That is coming together really nicely. All right. So I don't lose these papers. Let's glue them down. Okay, we're going to glue them down. And so that they'll stay on there. And you'll notice today I'm using my Seal Plus because, you know, I've tried a few days with liquid glue. And as you know, liquid glue gets all over the place. Doesn't mean that it's not fantastic. It is a fantastic glue. I just prefer this one because it gets less on my fingers. Okay, let's put these on. Okay, trying to put it in as evenly as possible. Okay, wasn't it last week at this time Facebook went down? Hopefully they don't do it again today. Anyways, here we go.
So far, so good.
All right. So now we have our designer series papers placed on the front here on each piece. Now remember I had cut out these flowers, and what I want to do is I'm going to lay them across, and I'm going to have actually some of them on the left and the right, they are going to be peeking behind. They're going to be like on and kind of coming across. So when I close this, yes, they will be underneath. So I'm going to do a few of those, kind of like this. I'm going to lay them down first and kind of build some flowers. Okay. I had some that kind of came off that were at the edge, so I just kind of cut them, and I'm going to tuck those underneath. Let's see. I might have to manipulate that and cut some of these off a little bit, but I would rather do that as I go along. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go. Taking some of these. And what I want to do is along here, I was thinking I'm going to do a sentiment. I could do a nice long one. Let's get some of these in here. Okay. These are really big flowers. Holy cow. These are bigger than I thought. So I'm kind of moving like this. So what you want to do is you want to kind of move your flowers here and there and see how they work for you. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I'll do this, right? Okay. And maybe I'll have one kind of going in. So you kind of want to move them around, and don't forget you'll have dimensionals on some of these to lift them up. So I'm going to leave it kind of like that to kind of give me some ideas. What I want to do is I'm going to do a sentiment. Last week we stamped right on the DSP. We can do that again today. Or I can take a sentiment and actually stamp on white and maybe go right across so it kind of falls over. And actually, I think that's going to look really cool, is if we have it kind of falling off the page with some white. So let's look at that. Okay, I think I'm going to use that. And we'll get that on a block. There we go. And what I'm going to do, oh, look, I have jam on this too. Holy cow. All right. Apparently I have jam everywhere. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sentiment. I'm going to ink it up with some black, Memento Black. Some ink. Get that on there. And I'm going to stamp it on here. Now I want to leave a little bit of left and right for the sentiment because I do want it to fall off the page. Okay, you see I didn't bring it right up to the edge. I have it kind of enough space on the sides here. So I'm going to cut this down into a nice little banner. Okay, cut it like a banner. There we go. And I can either flag the ends, or I can just kind of angle cut them or straight cut them. Let's kind of do a little angle cut on those. And I'm going to angle cut a little further away than I normally would, because this way, if I need to, I can always cut a little closer to the edge. So that's pretty far away. I think that might be a little bit too much, so I'm going to bring it in a little bit more. It's always easier to go in and then instead of cutting too short. And that actually looks really good. I think that's going to fit really nicely. And I could put that down there on the bottom and then build some flowers up around it. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the different options that we have. Okay, and we can kind of layer them like that. Maybe offset a little bit. Before you glue anything, just make sure that you kind of play around with the items that you have to get the image that you like the best. And I might actually go with that. Tuck that underneath. Okay, and oh look, I got one little flower left. I can pop that on top. Maybe somewhere here. I don't know, kind of do something like that. But I am liking the flowers on the side. So we'll go with something like that. So what I'm going to do, So I'm going to leave the center. I kind of like this. It looks like a bit of a mishmash at the moment, but we will work it out. What I'm going to do is take these away. I really like the ones that I took the flowers from the edge of the paper, and I'm going to fit that on there. Okay, it's hanging off a little bit much, so I think we'll cut off from the bottom a little bit. Just a little smidgen. Okay, want a nice straight cut, so I use the trimmer. Going back, gonna measure that. Oops, still need a little bit more. Always, like I said, always easier doing 100 cuts than doing one wrong cut. Oh, okay, so that fits right in. I'm gonna put that in the edge. Okay, we're gonna build this up. Put a layer right along the edge. If you are enjoying Takeaway Tuesday, make sure that you give a little thumbs up or a little heart emoji. I was wondering if you do enjoy it, or if I should continue doing it every week, or if I should move to twice a month, or maybe even once a month, and then just give tutorials in between. Comment below or give me a thumbs up if you enjoy Takeaway Tuesday, and I will know whether I should continue or not. All right, so we got our little flowers there. Okay, I think this kind of hangs out a little bit too much. Let's turn that. Let's see, we got some flowers. Like I said, always kind of work your flowers around, see which ones you like the best. And I think I like this one on top. And like I said, I'm going to tuck this one in. And I'm going to have it. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. So I'm going to tuck it in so half of the flower is going to be on the inside. So just be careful where you glue it. You only want a little bit of glue so that you don't glue the inside of the card. We'll put that just like that. See how it overhangs? We're going to do that. All right, looking good. Close that up. Okay, we're going to start working on the other side. Okay, we got some of the flowers here. Doing exactly the same. Maybe put that one inside. And then we got this on top. Now, if I put this on top, I can use dimensionals. Let's move this guy around a little bit. Can't quite see him. There's a lot of green going on there with that flower. I think maybe I'll take that off. Take that one off. Maybe I'll take that one off. I'll just, we'll just work it. Okay, and I'm going to kind of snip a little close so that it doesn't look odd that that little piece of green is missing. Look, you can't even notice. All right, so we got that. Work your flowers around. Gonna have that one underneath. Okay. Should I turn this one? This one kind of looks like a little bit of a unicorn. Okay. What if I did this? All right. Tuck that in. And place that underneath. Oh, I think I'm going to do that. Okay. So I'm going to do that. What if I tucked another one underneath? Is that too many flowers? No, I think that works out really well. Okay. All right. Actually, I might use one of this one. I use that one. Okay. I got at least two. I'm going to do these two at least. All right. Let's pull that back. Glue that down. Okay. Go right close to the edge. Again. Because this one's going to be hanging over. I don't want too much glue on that. Have it just like that. Oh, you can't quite see that. There, let's go like that. And I think I'm going to place this one, but I'm going to use dimensionals on that. Let's get our dimensionals. Ooh, they're running away. Okay, get some dimensionals and place this up so it's a little higher. Okay. Like I told you this morning, I came up, I was just kind of looking around and had an idea. I'm just going with it. There we go. So we have the left and the right done, so we can close that up. See how it falls underneath that middle flap. Now we're going to work on this flap here. I like the fact that I like this one that kind of falls off. I think it adds some design element. I'm going to tuck that up from the top. Okay, don't forget we have our sentiment. I kind of like that one flower falling off. I might actually do that on the bottom too. And then I can kind of go underneath. Just flip my flowers around. I'm looking for the best color composition that I have. So I think these little green things are causing me some stress. So let's kind of cut them off. Okay. I'm just going to make a simple flower on that. And I think I'm just going to place that on top. I'm going to tuck that underneath. There we go. And I think what I'm going to do is have this flower on the bottom, but I'm going to cut it straight off like it does for the top one. I really like that look. So let's cut that. To get a straight cut, make sure that you use your trimmer. Okay. There we go. Using a straight cut. And this I will also have hanging over on the edge a little bit. There we go. Hanging over the edge so it looks like it's just on top of the other one. Did I glue this one down? No, I did not. So I've got my sentiment. Can I tuck this one underneath? Oh, yeah, look at that. I can tuck that one right underneath. And then I'm going to use dimensionals on that sentiment. You can add as many flowers as you like or as few as you prefer. There we go. Oh, we should have moved them over. What if we moved them over and had them kind of falling off the edge on the other side? There we go. That looks good. Okay. Again, we're going to give some height to this sentiment. But before we do that, if you want to add a little bit of ribbon behind, we can just add a little bit behind here. And yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the ribbon kind of go up and down a little bit. So what I need to do is add some adhesive on the back here. And that will help me as I place the ribbon up and down. And I want little bits of up and down. Okay. I'm going to keep going. Let's flip that over. See? A little bit up and down. I'm going to do that on the bottom. I find it easier working on one spot up and down than doing a whole piece of ribbon. Okay. Now the glue will hold it. Now let's see, how does that look? That looks actually pretty cool. I'm going to add my dimensionals to give some height. One. Now remember, if your sentiment goes across, make sure that you don't glue right up to the very edge. Otherwise you will glue your card shut and that won't be very good. Okay. Got enough dimensionals. I don't think it's going anywhere. We are almost done this card. We got to do the inside. Okay. Got that up with some height. I'm going to put that up there. There we go. And now let's do the inside. Okay. I want to do the inside with a piece of white. Now we remember it was 3 1/4 for the inside by 8 1/2. But I'm going to go, okay, that's already pre-cut. So we're just going to go do that. It's going to have a bit of a stronger border on the inside. So let's open it up. Okay. And place that in here. Now, if you want to hide this portion, you can always get a flower and place it on top, just like that, to kind of hide it. So that's a way to get around that. And what you may want to do is just kind of follow it over like that. And what's going to happen though is you will see it on the other side. But I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. It's not too bad. Or you can always place a piece of white on or something and just kind of trim it around if you like. Okay, so those are some options. Now I got a little flower left over. Let's add that on the inside of the card. Okay, and I can see it's got a little corner. Let's pop that in the corner like that. Okay, there we go. And there is our card for today. It's got different layers, and I thought it'd be a really cool idea for a slimline card. Turns out really cool. And it was just because I was flipping through looking at different ideas. I wanted the little flowers to kind of fall into the card itself. So let me know what you think of the card design for today. And there we go. Voila. Another great card. Okay. I like that color. Great choice on the Blackberry Bliss. Really makes it stand out. Don't forget to join me this week as I take you on a trip to Houston. Anyways, thank you for joining me. My name is Tina Kavrgich, Northern Stamper. Until next time, my friends, keep on crafting.